I was 10 years old. I was in the pool with my father, and he was like, he asked me if I believed in aliens. And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, well, here, let me tell you about the stars. And he pointed up in the sky, and he was like, you see all them stars? All them stars are really suns. And all them suns, half of those have planets around it. They have a solar system, just like Earth. And the reason why Earth has life here, they say, is because of water. And it's just the right amount of distance away from the sun. It's not too cold to where it's ice, and it's not too close to where it would evaporate, and so it has water. And he was asking me, he was like, you see all them? There are billions of stars out there, billions upon billions of stars. And then he asked me again. He was like, so, do you believe in aliens? I was like, yeah, I do. And that's all he had to do. All he did was stretch my thinking. And he asked me the same question. And I made it up and I came up with the conclusion myself at 10 years old, after him just informing me more of what is out there. He didn't tell me there were aliens. He just asked me again after explaining other facets of life to me. So that's really all I'm trying to do with people. Just explain to them different things that's going on, to stretch their thinking, so maybe that they can come up with their own conclusions themselves, maybe more complete conclusion than they had before, or a conclusion to something that they had no idea about. I just want to make them think. That's really just the point of my being, So, and I encourage everybody not to just take my word for it. Don't at all. Take whatever I say and try to contradict it. Try to. If you don't believe it, fine. Do everything you can to try to find something else. Because all I'm saying is just to try to be more than the box that you may have put yourself in. So you don't have to believe. You don't have to take my word from it. I really don't want people to just believe me and take my word for it. I want them to go listen and find out for themselves. But really, you know what? I'm kind of like that kid that peeked around the corner and saw something. And it's like, oh, look at that. And now he just has to tell everybody.
Yes.
So, because truthfully, me reminding people, that really doesn't matter, because they're going to get it anyway, whether it's through me or another source, or whether it's through themselves, and whether it's this lifetime or another or another lifetime, they're going to get it. Because this thing is endless, so they have no choice but to get it, even accidentally. They're going to experience it anyway. They're going to experience so much. There's only going to be a step to their stairs. But to play the game is forget that we do know everything, because it's the only way that we can go about this game and play it to where there's no advantage. Because if you know everything, it wouldn't be a game anymore. It would be a walkthrough, when this game is about figuring out stuff. So, me right now, there was something in me that just wants to share, that just wants to tell people. And also because, I know what this information has done for me. And if it can do any type of good or positive vibration to somebody, if it can bring that into their life, then why not share that? That's how I look at it. And I know also there have been many places where I looked for this type of information, or was searching for this type of information, just so to have it, so I'm just another outlet that anybody like me who was looking through this, looking for answers, I'm just another outlet to where they can get it. Because truthfully, I didn't come up with all this. This is here. It's just something I've been made aware of. So the answers are out there. I'm just putting together in this format for people. But I don't care what it is. With with any positive, there's a negative, no matter what it is. Even in attaining knowledge, there is a negative to it. And the negative to it is that you have alleviated or relieved some of your questions, which means it takes out some of the fun, which means you're getting closer to knowing what's going on. The closer you know what's going on, you know, put it like this. One of the main reasons we're here is to forget everything, to forget what you know, because it's fun, playing. You know, you get to play, you get to experience and ask questions. You know, when you start to see a lot of those compressed to not being as much as they used to be, it gets a little bit unfulfilling, I would say, a little bit. So I would only tell people to be careful, and no matter what they do, because, you know, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. But the more you remember what you are, it makes you appreciate this illusion a little bit more, you know. And and I find that a lot of times that I'll have questions, and as soon as I'm in that realm, I will forget about the questions that I had. It'll give me answers to other questions that I wasn't even thinking about at the time, but yet like just as important questions that I would want to ask are really more important. But what I find is that regardless, it has still answered. I would say almost every question that I've really had, that I've had about the universe and what's going on. And more so, what it has done is that when I tell you it's answered every question that I've had, I am not exaggerating. It has answered every question that I've ever had in my life. But what it also has done has given me more questions that I didn't even think that I had, you know? So when they say when you got to be careful about the rabbit hole, it's not an exaggeration. Because as soon as you take a step in that rabbit hole, it's deep and it's endless. And you're going to get your answers, but you're going to get more questions, because even your answers is a question to that. It's just like a child. You know how like when a child is like, you tell your child, we can't go here. Why can't we go here? Because we're not going to make it in time. Why aren't we going to make it in time? Well, because the car's broke. Well, why is the car broke? Well, because, you know, it broke down on the highway. Well, why were you driving on the highway? You know, it's kind of like that, man.